All right, McCoy. No curbing it. Good morning, everyone. Well, guess what? We are up the road. We are just a little bit up the road from sweet town of Cloviston, Florida. Oh, about, I don't know, 1,000 miles or so in the beautiful state of Oklahoma. That's right. You know what we're doing here today? Well, it's a little pre-fishing. A little pre-fishing here on the Muskogee Pool. The Bassmaster practice will start later, and I am here to kind of do a little scouting, little river running. And I brought my good buddy. I brought my good buddy. Oh yes, Mr. Jeff Clark.
We're gonna go looking.
Yeah, he's gonna show me how to navigate this labyrinth of sandbars and stumps.
That's right. We're looking for a bass squatch, not stumps and sandbars.
Correct. And it's all out there. And so the other thing we're gonna do today is give you some tips on how to fish a river. Just general tips on how to fish a river, because I talk to a lot of people and they're like, dude, I can fish a pond, I can fish a lake, but rivers are different. You have current, you have fluctuating water levels. There's certain things to look for, and that's what today's video is going to be about. It's really going to be an instructional video for you guys, okay? And we get to hang out, which is even better, and I get to hang out with my boy, Jeffrey. That's right. We're going to do it. So we're going to go find bass squatch right now, and that's today's video. So just grab you a cup of coffee or a Monster or something crazy, and, you know, enjoy. There's a big stump right here, and I hadn't hit it yet. It's 40 feet right here. There's one. There's one. Got me one, boy. Done got me one. On a little square bill. There we go. Well, he's just kind of a little messed up looking. Well, first fish of the day. So guys, I don't know if y'all can, pretty decent one there. Little log. So what it is a little mud flat right here, okay? There's a log, I can see the back of it, like right there. And it obviously comes out. This is shallow. We're sitting in 16 foot here, but it's shallow. So we know it's a good sharp bank with a tree hanging out. But the key was seeing that log right there on the bank. And I threw the square bill right by it. And I know from now I'm sitting in 11 foot of water, real close to this mud point, that, you know, it's just a high percent, what I call a high percentage spot. You need to look for high percentage spots when you're out fishing and calculate that's why it's a high percentage, meaning it's deep here. Deep, there's current, there's a mud flat, a log, like that all equals get ready. That's what that equals.
Very lay down right there. Pull it up on that bank.
So here's another tip for you guys. All right, so we're up this little arm. Pretty shallow, it's only 4 foot deep. Got current going this way. This is what we call a little log jam, a little trash pile. Did you just miss one? Yeah. And the current is obviously stacked up all those limbs and sticks and everything right there. And even like a little sawdust in there. Look at all that little, we call a little sawdust pile. And there are times that they get, that's a magnet right there. That's what we call a high percentage spot, because it's a current break and it's shallow. Now, if this was 10 foot deep, it wouldn't be as good because it's just too much volume of water flowing underneath it. But when it's shallow like this, 4 or 5 foot, 3, 4 foot, up in there, it's probably just 2 foot. They got enough protection from the current. They can get all in behind stuff. So I'll pull up on a spot like this and just really pick it apart. Flip all and just kind of think, like, where does the current hit this? And where is like little mini eddy? Where, oh, there's one right there. Oh, dude, I just had him. He literally took, like, flip in there. He took the entire lure. Right there. You're going to get him, dude. He thumped the mess out of it, bro.
You want to see?
Yeah. Did you miss him? What? He took your leg off. Get back in there and get it. We're going to get you, man. We're going to get you. Oh, I'll flip the little crack and crawl in there. I can't resist a crack and crawl, my friend. You hadn't tasted a crack and crawl yet. Dude, he thumped it right on cue. And that's perfect, right behind that little log. So I would imagine that's obviously calm water in there. Fish can sit, let a shad or a bluegill swim by. Boom, attack it. Ambush point, high percentage. Dang, I can't believe we missed him, dude. That's like on cue. I don't know if you can see that, but there's literally 2 deer swimming across. They're over there, and they're swimming across the creek. I don't want to throw them over there and freak them out. There they go. You ever wonder how deer go from there to there? Dude, I saw one time swim like across the middle of a 6 mile part of the lake.
Oh yeah.
Like out in the middle of the lake. Like I thought he was gonna die, and he made it.
We've had to turn them around before here.
Yeah. Okay, he made it, or she made it. I think that's a little doe. Catch one, dude. So we were telling everybody about how we look for these
saw
little
mat here.
Little sawgrass, sawdust mat.
Yeah, it's got a little duckweed in it.
Yeah.
Everything that bait fish love.
Yes.
Perch.
There's a fish. That's high percentage, dude.
Bluegill ought to be on beds.
So there's another one there, and another one there. So when you come in a spot like this, you say to yourself, okay, high percentage. Like, don't waste a lot of time, right? Don't waste a lot of time. I don't see anything over there. Boom. 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 I got a bite here. And if we get a bite here or in the next one, then that's a little bit of a pattern, right? What was a TV? I've been needing a TV, actually. Where we're renting the house, we don't have a TV.
Really?
Yeah, no TV. Should bring that back for McCoy and them. You know, people always ask me, how do you develop a pattern? Like, how do you know like something's good? So it's duplicating the same results over and over again, right? More than once, more than twice, really more like 3-4 times. Because one fish can steer you in a direction, but don't let one fish change your mind. Oh, one hit it. God, one's attacking it. Look at him swimming. What the world was going on? That was crazy. I don't know. It almost didn't feel like a bass. Like it was like a
gar.
Maybe. It ran real fast. It kept messing with it. I think it was a gar. I really do. So we got one bite back there for sure, and then really nothing else yet. So my point is, I'm not going to give up on trash piles and things, but I'm not all of a sudden changing my mind that, oh my gosh, we got to run around and find trash piles, because we didn't get any more bites. And we should have got a bite here, and we didn't. That gar didn't count. Now, everybody's seen a hydraulic jack plate. That's the bobs. Every boat needs a jack plate.
Yes, sir.
Every
absolutely.
Especially here. Yeah. I get this thing 6 inches higher. That's the action jack. We're going to jump over a sandbar that goes across the mouth of that. We're in 3 foot of water right here. It's literally a half a foot right there, but it's only a small section of shallow water. So we got to turn around, jump up on plane, make it across. No problem.
Easy peasy.
Back up to the farthest deep water we can find. And when I go out of here, I'm going to go straight.
Just straight like you are.
Okay. Look right here. So this was 4 foot. We went, that right there is no foot. That's 4 foot, no
That's
foot.
Pushing.
25 foot. We made it.
We're safe.
All right, so today's video is all about really just the tips, right? Helping you catch more fish. And it's all about high percentage spots, right? I'm talking about, you know, a high percentage spot with those little washed in log jam, a high percentage spot going down like a little wing dam, and other high percentage. I'm gonna just point out for the next little bit, let's just point out what I think is high percentage spots, because look, you can catch them all in between stuff, but let me just show you what a high percentage spot looks like. All right, this point right here, right, beautiful point. You can catch fish all up and down the point, I'm sure, but right here, on this very tip of it, real shallow, rocks are barely under the water, there's water all up in behind those rocks. That right there is high percentage spot. If I was gonna get bit, I would fully expect that that right there would be my best opportunity. So why do I point that out? Because in tournaments, guys, and in practice, you can't fish everything, right? If you just put your trolling motor down and just go down aimlessly for miles down shorelines and things that kind of look good, you're fishing a lot of stuff that's not high percentage. Thus, you're wasting a lot of time. So when I get dialed in on stuff, I'm looking at high percentage stuff like that, those log jams, wing dams, certain little spots. I try to break down where the best opportunity is, and that saves me a lot of time and allows me to run around a lot of different places on the lake instead of just putting my trolling motor down and fishing for 45 minutes down that whole shoreline. So anyways, high percentage spots. Let's go find another one. All right, guys, so check out what this is right here. I actually just caught a fish and didn't have the dang camera on. Caught a 2-pounder right back there. This is what we call a wing wall, right? So it's rocks going down. We're sitting in 15 foot of water right here. It necked down back there in the back, and I caught that fish about where the sandbar and the wing dam kind of all starts to get a little shallow. Pitched up there with this bandito bug and caught it. But so wing dams on river systems are excellent places to fish because A, they provide great solid structure, a great place for the crawdads. Usually there's deep water in and around them somewhere, and it's just a great place. So wing dams are good, especially the ends of them, like right here. You can see these two guys over here fishing the wing dam as well on the other side. But yeah, you can take a crankbait, throw it across there, flip it like I'm doing right now. Big nice tree laying down in the water. Should get bit right in here. This is what you call high percentage spot here, and where this wing dam goes down there and starts to shallow up is another high percentage spot. All right, guys, so another high percentage deal. So I pull into a creek like this. It's a little flat. There's a stump in the water there, a stump in the water there. A little patch of grass on a stump right there. Obviously, this is pretty shallow. 2 foot, 2.5 foot. A little too shallow on the shoreline, right? There might be some water on that grass. A little too shallow over here. So, that being said, high percentage, because that's only like 2 foot deep, and the stump we just went over 2 foot deep. I didn't catch anything off that first stump, but it is what I would call a high percentage spot.
Jimmy says find a bird, find a bass.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Find a bird, find a bass. Another high percentage spot.
Where the bird is.
Going down the bank, going down the lake. You look over, you see a great blue heron chilling. He's eating shad. If he's eating shad, that means there's probably bass along the shoreline eating shad too. High percentage spot.
Those little oxbows up there, some of them, are out of water.
I got one. Got one on the high percentage bank.
Right. Find a bird, find a bass.
Find a bird, find a bass.
Yep.
Guys, you should subscribe to the channel just because of that. That is find a bird, find a bass. Hit subscribe. That's what you should do. It doesn't matter because today was just practice, but I'm telling you, those tips, guys, those tips that I'm giving you about looking for the high percentage stuff, that's solid right there, okay? So just try to get into that mindset. Try to find the high percentage places when you're fishing. That way you'll fish them better, you'll catch more fish. It's a big deal. Now, real quick, drop me a comment and let me know what fishing tips you would like me to do a video on. I'm thinking about doing like a top 3 or top 5. I'm gonna choose some comments from this video to do a video on. So drop some comments below. Let's see if I can catch a fish right before we leave on this one last high percentage spot. Yeah. So you pull into a creek like this, you got to evaluate, do you fish the steep side? Do you fish the flat side? You know, and so that's his first choice, right? So let's look at the available cover. the available cover right here in this creek is going to be a few stumps and logs, but mostly these little mats. Like you see several of them up this way and a whole bunch of them over here. Like that whole thing is mats. So I'm going to start over here because there's not that many targets, right? So this is more high percentage. Like if there's a fish on this bank, he's going to be in that patch, that patch, that patch. So there's 15 patches down through here that I can make 2 or 3 flips in each patch and see if they're in here. Now, I still need to check that side over there because it's shallower. But as you can tell, it's so much of it. I mean, there's just a lot. So I break it down like I want to hit those points. There's some points right there to those mats. There's a little pocket. So I want to try to figure out, or am I getting bit, if I do get bit over there, on the points and the pockets. You know, it depends how deep it is. If it's really, really shallow, I think I'm going to get bit on the points. If that straight edge is 3 foot or so, I can get bit all down through it. So let's try this high percentage. We can cover water quickly and then we'll switch over. So let's see what happens. Come on, get through there. There we go. There we go. But what I like about this side is you can fish them quick and then you can eliminate it. If you get bit, great. It's game on. If you don't get bit, you don't have to fool with it anymore, because you know you're not missing them here. You're not going to fish past them here. Over there, just so much. They could be any flip. Here, it's any 3 flips. There you go. There you go. Now I'm feeling like I'm at home. Check that out, boys. Little That's all she wrote. We gone, man. We gone. This is a tough river system to fish, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. We didn't get a lot of bites today, but I had a ball hanging out with you. Jeff, awesome time, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's it, fellas. So once again, I know I say it all the time, but I truly appreciate all the support you guys have given me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're gonna go put this thing on the trailer now. Appreciate you, love you. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you.